All right, welcome back, guys. We are here again with Timberborn. And let me make sure I've got everything set up on my end so that things work. While we wait, while we wait on this to load. Now, I did a little bit off stream after the end of the last one. And what the heck? There it goes. Alright, so welcome back to Timberborn, guys. I did a little bit off stream after the last one. I basically let the maple grow up, and we have finished off the dam. I started doing this platform, and then I realized, oh shit, I said I wasn't going to do anything major when nobody was here. You need to go away. I think, wait, shit. You know what? Methinks I probably... Nope, we leave that the way it is. Let's look at this. Yeah, okay, so no, that was needed. That's right. Give me a platform there. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, what I'm doing right here is I'm basically going to start moving my housing over to this area. Which means I'm probably going to tear down this housing block. A lot of this stuff is going to get moved to up on top of this area. Oh, I may move my center. Oh, wait, no, shit, I'm on pause. No, let it go, let it go, let it go. Because everything is running along just swimmingly right now. So, I'm debating. I may... There we go. That's the smoother one. That's the one I've been needing. For the moment, we're gonna get rid of this one. 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 Because I think I am going to go back to my original idea, which was to do the entire upper level here, which means also that this needs to go. We need to empty that one out. You need to go. You need to go. Or actually, you need to turn. So we're going to do this. Right there. So yeah, I am going to go back to my original idea, which was to sink this entire place. But to do that, we're also going to, as we go through it, be building up levees like this. That was dumb of me, wasn't it? It's okay, you don't have to answer. I'm gonna move that over. Delete these buildings. Delete this building. This building. So yeah. Shit, no. Dang it. I am just messing this all up. I don't want dams, I want levees. They cost substantially fewer logs, too. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to bring our levees... That's dams again. I'm probably going to make that mistake at least a dozen more times tonight. So that, to there, to there, to there. And then, because I kind of have to do this the way I'm wanting to, I'm going to put one there, and we're going to path over. But we're also going to path all along this upper rim. I realize, though, yeah, I didn't need that path down there, but hey, I may find a use for it at some point. Or do I want to... Do I want to go ahead and include that? I feel like that's going to be too much on the resource side of things, so no. Alright, so turn time back on, so maybe we can get to not uber darkness. So how are we looking on logs? We've been better, but we've also been much, much, much worse. Okay, we've got... We have food coming in. I don't have any spatterdock right now, so what I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to kick you over to... potatoes. Because I also don't have enough, Oh, what is it? Chestnuts. I'm not really gathering any chestnuts at this point. I will soon, I think. So, for the sake of completeness, we're going to go ahead and drag this down. And then we'll drag that one over. And I want to put a builder's hut, at least temporarily, right there. Let's go ahead and get that one amped up. I wish there was a way to build a closable tunnel in this game. Wait, my builder's hut isn't connected anymore? Oh, it's because that shit hasn't been built yet. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That is a problem that will sort itself out. Let's go ahead and get that prioritized for now. While we're at it, we can also go ahead and get the levees put up here. I don't know. How much science do I have? I don't really need that line running anymore. And all this has to get deleted anyway, so... I don't like doing it, but we're going to go ahead and do that. Yes, you can get rid of that, which means you can get rid of this. And this. And actually, this whole section right here can go. Which means that you can go, you can go, you can go. And now we can add more levees. So that is going to be a double stack. My computer seems like it is not appreciating my artistic vision. It's okay, I don't really either. So we're going to take that, bring pathing all the way across. And fucking find my mouse. There it is. So we're still way over the power supply that we need. We're gonna go ahead and bring that path there. We're gonna close that path in. Gonna destroy that. We're gonna put up a little bit more log storage. Because I'm firmly of the belief that you can't have too much. At least, you know, when you got a project like this going. I want to make sure that if my lumberjacks are able to cut down all the lumber and we actually have the extra, that they can get it done. Oh, that's actually really convenient. So we're going to delete this one, this one, this one. How many is that over there? It's 2. So we'll delete this one. And then we plop down a path. Nope, 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 nope. If we have the extra beavers... Okay, I don't have anybody in those right now. Do I have any homeless beavers left? Workplaces, no. Housing. I don't have any homeless. Or do I? I do not currently have any homeless. Okay. So what we're going to do is another triple lodge right there. Now, I can't put a triple lodge in here because that is my water source, and it won't let you build on top of your water source, which is probably a good thing, because I would probably fuck that up if I could. So for the sake of pathing, we're going to do one there. One there. Nope, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. So they're too deep. Which means I'll have a row of platforms that go right there. Which means I'm going to find something else to put there. Basically is what that amounts to. Yeah, because no, I can't put anything on that. Oh, 1 second. I got a bot. And then, so I report one and remove the rest. And hopefully they stay gone. So that is one of the biggest reasons I try to make sure I keep chat open all the time on my phone. That's really going to bug me if I can't do anything with that space, though. So what could we do here? Well, first things first, I can do that. But that means platforms all the way around. Which, I guess, is fine. So we'll slap a path there. Housing. The thin lodge. I'm going to do another one there. We'll do a double. And a double stack of the thin ones. Then we path that all the way up. Oh, except that does not work unless I push that back to the edge of my dam, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to bring this platform out one more. We're going to do that. And then where's my well-being? Do I have anything well-being wise that's going to be... Can I put a platform on top of you? I cannot. But there was one of you that I could. What was it? Oh, I could put a double above the grindstone, but I can't put a single. That's right. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do that then. Which is gonna mean stairs here, and for the fuck of it, stairs there. And we're gonna path up both sides of that, then we're gonna drop a level. And I'm gonna go ahead and go back to letting them work. Now it's path all the way up. Okay. We're getting there. We've used up so much lumber. I'm not sitting happy on planks. These are going to take... We're halfway done with a 30-day growth cycle. So yeah, it's going to take a while. Luckily, we've got Spatterdock coming in. I've got potatoes grilling all the time. So that's going to be my housing area, I think. I'm just going to turn this into basically a strictly residential zone. And then I wanted to say I'm going to... Yeah, we're going to actually start... I keep putting these things back, and then I keep getting rid of them. We're going to get rid of them for now. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to strip this whole area up top. Oh, no, no, no. Glad I looked at that. I'm going to leave the staircase for the moment. Yeah, we'll leave the staircase for the moment. Let's go ahead and get back up to top level. So I think my goal is going to be to see if I can get all of this. Wait, no, you guys can't see my hand. Okay, so I want to see if I can get everything that's right here, except for this, because I know I can't get this on a platform. That has to be on the ground. But I want to get all of this stuff put right here. Which is going to start with getting... Oh, we have a drought in 3 days. That's fucking wonderful. Alright, y'all better hurry up on that because you now have beavers that are homeless. And now we don't. Alright, 2.5 days to the drought. Come on, let's get these things filled up. Do I need... How many unemployed beavers do I have? 5? Do I have space to put in any more? I've got space to put in at least one more if I take and demolish that set of levees. That's in water. Give me the pump. Okay, so that's only one. 2 days to drought, guys. 2 days to drought. I want all my pumps on high priority. Like, I do not want to take a chance on one of these guys not being going. Basically ever. Like, if I've got it unpaused, I need you guys in there pumping water. And hey guys, I'm gonna let this run on 1 while they get some work done. We're also going to delete 1. Does that give me homeless beavers now? Okay, no. Alright, yep, so I will be back in just a moment. Alright, well that was interesting. My 1-year-old managed to get the lid to his juice stuck in his sippy cup in the time it took to try to fill it. Alright, let's see now. We still need so much more lumber than we're producing. It's unreal. I no longer need those buildings. I do wish you could get back some of what you spent on things like this when you hold on. The shrine? How are you trapped? Or are you unemployed? Are you trapped? Homeless and unemployed. Man, I prioritize that. So maybe these guys can get some work done. Or not get some work done, get a fucking home. And then why are you not connected? Huh? Oh, you're not. Okay. Let's see now. I've almost got the residential done, I think. So we're going to levy. Levy. I'm just gonna do one layer over. Come on. Oh, and then we're gonna path it. So my end goal here is to have, like I said, aquatic farmhouses doing all of my food. And then we're gonna move timber production down to here, which means probably damming up this, probably damming up right here, and maybe bringing it back a little. I haven't figured out the logistics on that side of it yet. But look at that, we're almost there. We are almost to the point where we can just connect these up. Oh, fuck me. That's right, I gotta go through here. Find my water. Pause all of my water pumps. But also my goal is to have it set up so that I don't have to stop pumping every dry season. So that hopefully it's not just an all stop. That's still waiting for logs. I'm not sitting pretty on planks either. Yeah, we're prioritizing that. I'm thinking we're gonna do... Oh... What are we gonna do here? How are we gonna start this off? So these obviously have to go on the top. That much, I can't really... There's nothing I can... Like, that's gonna be on the top level. Because you can't build on top of them, and I don't even think I can do... Yeah, no, like, I can't do platforms above them either. So, like with this one, like with this warehouse, it's a little oddly shaped. If I have to, I can just platform down the side of it. And it gives me a 3x3 area on top again. I could, I guess. Okay, so once we get these levees done, then I'm going to switch over to... I'm going to platform this entire upper area. Because some of these are getting... Some of these levees are getting destroyed. I don't need them all anymore. Like, a good chunk of them, as much as I hate to say it, they no longer serve a purpose. And they're kind of janking up what I want this to look like. But that's kind of a question there, isn't it? What do I want this to look like? I kind of want... I guess another important question is, where do I want to put my pumps? Right there in that tree field looks like a good place, to be honest. God, it's taking so long. How are we looking on food? Not good. Clear out some spatterdock. What do I have that's using so much water? Because that feels like a lot. Do I have a healer now? Hauling post. Okay, no. Paper mill, power wheel. Or paper mill, power wheel. Um... You know, I'm not seeing anything that should be using my water. But it feels like we're going through a lot of it, man. I'm at 1052, so that's going to be one thing I am going to have storage of. Like, a lot of storage of, I feel like. It died. Why are so many of you unemployed? Is it because I paused all the water pumps? So many fucking children. Oh god, I've got 80. Oh no, no, no. I know what happened. Alright, so real quick, we're gonna do this. I've got 1, 2, 3. Are those lodges on the bottom row there? Alright, so that's a triple. 2 triples. 3. 4 triple lodges, which is gonna be... As much as I hate to do it, you guys go there. I don't have the logs to do this right now, so it'll get done when it gets done. We're gonna do that. Going to do a triple. And then 4 more triples. And then I'm going to figure out a way to get up the stairs there. So we come back here. And then double. Double. And then it's just double platforms all the way down, if I'm not mistaken. pat that whole thing. And you know, it'll get built at some point. And once it does, then we'll delete all of this. Alright, I want to go ahead and set up this area right here. That warehouse is going to have to get moved, as much as I don't want to do it. Because the area that it's facing is going to be farmland soon. Now on this area, I want to do our storage. Which I think we're going to do like this. I will make one exception there, just so that I can have that all nice and even. No, I don't want to unlock metal platform. I want to go back to storage. And guys, I'll be back in just a moment. My mic was off. I messed up. I messed up real bad. So I didn't think about the fact that I used up all of my logs before the drought. And so many of these beavers are starving right now. Because I didn't have any lumber. I couldn't cook anything. There was nothing to fuel the fires with. There was nothing to keep everything going. And they're all starving. We have a day left of the drought, and we have 70... Yeah, 70 water left. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's fucking bad. God, and they're eating it before it's even, like, before it can even make it to storage anywhere. Fuck me running. Oh, we're out of water, and we've got a day left. I'm gonna unpause those two. And it's a big gamble, but maybe that'll be enough water for them to not die. I know you're hungry. I know you're hungry. I am desperately hoping that these guys can crank out enough food, but I don't think they can. What does it take to go over the top of that, by the way? Can't anything? Nope. So I'm guessing the big metal plate. I just want to see. If I put you, say... Oh, it can. It can go over these things. What about, like, the water storage? Can you go over the water storage? You can. Okay. So these are going to be something that I'm going to be getting into shortly, I think. Oh, it can only be built on the ground, so I can't. Yeah, that's a no on... Okay. So that's not going to be as helpful as I was hoping. Unless I want to go through and... Okay, so... A load of beavers are dying of hunger now. They're trying, guys. They are trying. so many. And it just keeps going. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. I might have fucked up here. So the only option I really have at the moment is to let it run and see how it plays out, because I'm going to have a lot more die, I think, before any of this gets fixed, because... Do I have anybody in my farmhouse? Yes, I do. Okay. We ready for the next diet of hunger? Okay, so only one of them this time, so far. Come on. And they need water. Diet of hunger, diet of hunger. Can you make anything fucking faster than that? Do I have enough to do that? If I put in another grill, it takes 25 logs. And then we're going to high prioritize that. Get it done, get it done, get it done. God, we're down to 60. We were at over 100. Oh my fucking god. Well-being is -9. Or -10. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. No. And died of hunger, died of hunger, died of hunger. Died of hunger. Oh no, grown up, sorry. Fuck me running, god damn it. Alright, you're on cattail crackers. Spatterdock. Go to work, my dude. And then prioritize. Man, they're dropping like flies. I don't give a fuck if you gotta go steal the logs out of the maple farm right next to you. You get that shit going. How did it get this bad? Was it just... I guess I just reached too far trying to grow too quickly? Alright, destroy these 4. And they just keep tanking, man. They just keep tanking, and I don't fucking get it. Alright, so we have a little bit of food. We're up to -2. Okay, so most of them are eating right now. Still bad. Still bad. Still bad. Still bad. Still bad. I think it's just that I don't have enough fucking farmland to support these guys anymore. I cut too much of it back. Alright. Yeah, you're staffed. Okay. I've got 2 builder's huts and neither one of them are doing a fucking thing. This whole time, I've had food. I've had way more food than I needed. What? Was it just how long that drought was? No, it couldn't have been that, actually. Because that would have affected my water, but not my... not my food. You can reach it, you can plant it. Much as I don't like doing carrots because they don't really do a whole lot. Like, that's a simple, you know, even you can't fuck this up, asshole approach. I do need some planks coming in. And with the maple being down, I've got plenty. So, destroy that. Destroy that. Destroy that. I've got to go up a level and empty. Empty. You've got a day, basically, to get that shit moved. Okay. So, I think we've got it sorted? Kinda? What the fuck is that, though? Look, like, I've got so much food now. I guess when you take into account... I guess I really don't. Okay. I'll give them that one. Alright, and I'm going to let this go on 2 for a moment. I've got to go see what my toddler is doing because he is making a bunch of noise in the other room. I am actually going to go ahead and get rid of these. And that should be all of our housing. I've still got 60-some free beds. So with the drastic drop in population, I didn't actually need to finish these right away. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty. Oh, the game's starting to not like this. So, died of old age. Bunch of dying of old age. Okay. But we are doing a lot better on our... fucking... oh, if I could think of it. We are doing a lot better on food right now. And especially, you know, given the fact there's not as many mouths to feed now. I need more water coming in, though. Nope. Okay. Are both the... What's your hold up, dude? The log storage is literally right fucking next to you. So they're going basically as fast as they can get materials, which I will commend them for. We're gonna pop up a little bit though. And we're actually going to move them. So learned a lesson. I'm going to want, I think, moving forward, 2 of these. That. Where's a good place to drop you in? I guess that will work. So that's going to be all of my storage. Once they start getting some of these built, which should not be too long. Yeah, that's the entire one right there. So actually, if we were to go ahead and do this and run that as a priority, I could probably start emptying some of these out, which I am going to start emptying out some of my tiny warehouses. As long as we have the space to do it, I want these things empty. And we have overall less than will fit in one of these. So no matter what, or not one of those, one of these. So no matter what, I can fit everything in one of these warehouses. So once these are all emptied out, now we're gonna prioritize these. Do I have anybody in my haulers post? Yes. So prioritize it. Prioritize that as well. Yeah, once that's done and they're all over to here. Nope. All over to here. Yep. Then I can actually go ahead and start working on everything else. It's still going to be a little while on that one. They're having kids. I'll give them that. They are having kids. So our population should rebound. It's just going to take a cycle or two. But that's so many mouths to feed that aren't really... Yeah, no, fuck. I will admit, there was a time period there where it got bad. It got real bad. That was, probably one of the worst plays I've ever done. Alright, so the water pumps should be going all the time. You know, fuck it. I'm just gonna start deleting these things. I do see that it's being kind of detrimental to... Why is that so paused? No. It is being detrimental to my storage, like I am losing items. Probably items I didn't have the space to lose in the beginning, but I need this shit done. Like, I need them to no longer be fucking around with the stuff down below. See what? I can do that. First up, we need to figure out how tall this is. There is probably an easier way to do this than what I'm about to do. Alright, so now we're gonna go... We're gonna start with that. No, get rid of you. Alright, so it's not actually as tall as I thought. Huh. Then we bring that path all the way there. That's not ideal. And I want that entire thing set at low priority. Like the lowest priority. That is literally an if we have it. But in no way should you dedicate materials to that. There's other stuff we have to do first. I want those slightly elevated. No drought coming, no drought incoming at the moment. Well, you know, I had to open my fucking mouth, didn't I? Alright, so you'll be carrots as well. Yay! I know it's not really going to do anything at this stage, but hey, I do still have the dam up, so I do still get a lot of that pushed back my way. Like, this whole area will stay green and growing. I really, though, I should not have dumped so much of it. They take 4 days. I tell you what. Let's... No, because... No, you cover. Yeah. Get them out of there. And, make that a high priority. Like, that is priority 1. Get those out. And I can't remember. I don't think that gives me the logs from them, but at this point, I don't care. I need to get carrots in there as fast as I can. We're going to make sure we don't starve to death on the next drought, because it's coming up quick. Yeah, that was me being dumb. I didn't think to prioritize my area like that. I didn't think to make sure I still had food coming in or any of that. Nope, it's the remove resources. And we're gonna tank these 2 buildings. And can I... if I do this, can I then come along and slap in a water pump? No. So it has to just be because of those crops right there, right? Come on now. Somebody get this fucking thing. Alright, they're almost done. They're almost done. We have a day left before this fucking drought. Your priority right now is going to be planting, my friends. And then it was just the plants. Which it's not going to do me any good right now. Is no one going to come get these trees? Building lacks materials is... Okay, I'm fine with that. You don't have any skip batterdock, and you don't have any cattail roots. I'm less fine with that. No. No, 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 no. Fuck me running. God damn it. Ah, we go into the drought with no food. That feels familiar. What's wrong with you, little buddy? Oh, you have broken teeth. Don't you guys have the... I didn't build it. Fuck me, I didn't build it. Alright, so we're gonna do... Where is the shrine? This is not the shrine, then. So there was something in well-being. The bed. It was the fucking bed. That we could put a platform over. And then I could put this up. And over here, I could do another one. And another platform. And another teeth wheel. And then right here we'll do a shrine. I still can't do a Lido, but I'll be able to shortly. Once I get the water brought up, I should be able to do one of these, I think. I do want to do another shrine. And then that should do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Come on. Now, what do I want to put between these? I can do... Nope, not that one. I can do lumber mills between them. Not on that one, I can't. On that one, it worked out perfectly. On this one... It will. Once I get this path in. So that'll give me my 2 lumber mills. I do still need one more. I don't really want to build on this end right here, but I don't see too many other options. And then we do pathing down to that. And that was the end of the food. Oh no, things are about to get hairy. How long do these have? They're halfway done. So if they can make it 2 days on the food we have, if they can make it 2 days, we've got it made. Because I'll have carrots rolling in. And I've got a few things coming in, it looks like. But man, it ain't much. How do you use maple syrup? That's got to be in food, right? I would need flour. I would need regular wheat flour. Okay. So maple syrup's never really going to be a helpful thing to me, at least not in this one. You're pausing, and you're pausing, because I don't have enough food to keep up with the things as it sits. No one's dying of hunger yet, but we are back up to 70. I need to harvest focus right now. Okay. 95%. So I might have something be done tonight, but it's going to be... Man, shit's about to get hairy. We have 4.5 days left of drought. Okay, so we do need to go ahead and do this. Just so that those things can get done, because I've got... These guys are complaining about well-being and things like that. Praise the sun, just not too much. I mean, hey. But no, once those are finished, at least then they'll be able to take care of certain needs and get certain things fixed. But it's gonna take a minute. Because it does take planks. And now it's just logs. Good, they're getting their teeth fixed now. We have food coming in. We are, I think, halfway done with the drought. And we are right about halfway done with everything else. So this looks like it might be a survivable one. In all honesty, the only reason this is going to be survivable, though, is because I went ahead and did the back end work for, or did the ripping out and putting in another carrot patch. Where are we at on water? Book, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm doing pretty alright. I almost lost my entire colony literally 30 minutes ago, maybe. I didn't plan my drought right. I had ripped all of this stuff here out to plant trees, and I forgot that I have to feed them. So I think I had a die-off of like 70% of the population. It was bad. I want to go ahead and put that in. Yeah, you know, that was kind of my response. Well, no, let me be honest. My response was more like, oh, fuck. That should be all of that. Nope, not quite. Dang it, I keep missing pieces. So Timberborn it's a city builder. It's a colony sim. Like if you played Banished or several others where you're collecting the individual resources, they all play very similarly. The premise behind this one is humans have died off. Like this is the remains of... Okay. You know what? My computer is starting to decide it does not like everything I've got going on in this game. But these are the ruins of human cities. And the sentient animal that decided to take our place was the beaver. So you got all these little guys. But it's just building up a colony. It's really interesting to me because you have dry seasons. So like I've got this water source right here that during a drought, which I have a day left of my drought, they don't give you any water. So you have to dam up the area. What I'm doing right now is slowly working on a huge basin to work and turn this entire area right here into a reservoir. If it works, I'm golden. If it doesn't, I've put enough resources into this that I'm sunk. But you can see during the dry season, once the water stops flowing, it only extends out from where you have it dammed up to a certain distance. And then everything outside of that turns into this nice, dried up, dead brown color. And then if you have any point where water leaves the map, it will literally just pour off. Ooh, I need to see about getting it over there. That's gonna be a long trip. So they're getting there. 1 day left. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna let him go. So I have all of these set up here. It's water pumps, and then you have a certain amount of water you have to store. Each beaver needs so much per day. And the problem is, even though I've got this dammed up, if I let him sit there and just continue to pump to the entire drought, like I am right now because it's just one. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm good at them. Like I said, I killed off 70% of my population earlier. But like if I was to leave all of these guys pumping by like day 2 of a drought, I would have no water left here, and all of this up top would turn brown as well. How do I wanna... Who's injured? What the fuck's wrong with you? Injury? Okay, well, you know what? It'll be alright. So, yeah, like I say, I'm not gonna say I'm good at them. I'm really good at the early stages. I've played enough different city sims that I'm good at that. Once you start getting into the more complex issues, I'm less good at them. So we're not running out of food this time. I think... So I am almost ready. I'm gonna have to clear out some of these. So we're gonna empty this one, empty this one, empty this one. So yeah, also anytime I have stuff like this where I've got things stored in one place or another, if I'm going to get rid of it, which I need to get rid of this so that I can bring my dam all the way across here. When you go to get rid of it, you have to move everything. Otherwise, deleting it just deletes it. Like, you lose that item. Work tab. Come down here and unpause all of them. And hope somebody goes to work in it. Which they should, because that's the highest priority workload I have. I think that's good. How many gears? I'm down to 71. I'm actually gonna let... Excuse me. I'm gonna let those go a little bit longer before I turn that gear workshop back on. Because gear workshop will start tearing through the... You know, they're making it up at that point. That doesn't matter. But yeah, the gear workshop will start tearing through the amount of planks, or the planks I have, and I can't really afford that right now. Give me destroy buildings. We're gonna clear those 2 out. Okay, that's gonna be an issue. Just keeping track of everything and everyone. Yeah, no, I feel that. down here, and then that one comes to there. And then we path across the top. 1 second. Alright. Set the paths. So yeah, by the time this is all done, I should be able to literally have all of this set up. This entire area will fill with water. And they'll be able to get around entirely on the outside of it. Nope, not there. I just had to figure out a way to close this gap without completely fucking myself over. Because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's a staircase. Wait, that's a redundant staircase, though. Why are you guys starving? What the hell? No, 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 no. Don't die. Please don't die. I'll get that fixed in just a second. So we're gonna delete that. And then we'll levy across this. Come on. Not the right levy. Please don't die on me. Okay. I've got to get rid of this. So I've got to figure out what I've got going on here. And I think I know how I can fix this. So we do... Problem is, I can't fix it until... This is an interesting problem I've made myself. Alright, so the problem I'm having is if I break this road, then my forester and everything down here is useless to me. I don't need all of you. I need one lumberjack down here, I think. Because it cuts off their route to get back and forth. I have a solution, but it has to be something that can be built in a day. So once they go to bed for the night, and half of them die of hunger in the morning, now I can destroy. We'll put levees here. Path across it. Platform. Stairs and stairs. And then I want that entire set there extremely high profile. That should mean first thing in the morning, build crew will get over there and build that set, or that little setup. Which actually, after this... I don't even need that anymore. I can just add another staircase. Make sure that's a high priority as well. And then this whole stretch is no longer needed. Same with this one. So at one point I was trying to do a stacked city. So I had several things that were like up on top of other pieces. And you can see right here, like this was part of my housing build. I don't have anything there anymore. So I don't really have any need to have that. You know what? I might have got a little overzealous with my deleting there. Because I absolutely did need that. This is going to be an interesting fucking issue. This is going to be an interesting issue to fix. Oh, yeah, I guess that's one way. The upside of having my city as connected as it is they'll do stuff like that. What if I take you out? Get rid of that. And just do that. Give me that one, and then give me the highest priority on that staircase as well. So yeah, this over here is my bridge and staircase I'm building to get down to the first metal scrap area. I'm going to end up having to put in a district gate and a new district also, because you can only move so far from this thing. Okay, no, I need you planting now. God, they're gonna die again. I do not want these guys to die, you know, another time. It's already happened enough at this point. Oh, I forgot, since I don't have that actually, since that's not actually built, they'll just walk through it and work on the other side. This little spot over here is going to go absolutely fucking apeshit here in a few minutes, though. I don't have potatoes. I don't have anything ready right now. Oh no! They all just slept on the ground because I didn't finish the staircase in time. Alrighty. I'll be around. I don't think it's gonna happen in time. I can keep a couple of them alive, but I don't think I can keep enough of them alive. Oh, no, no, no. I have a bad feeling we're about to see some horrible, horrible things happen. They're all starving. Come on, no, don't do this to me. Make food, make food. Somebody make food. You've got so much food right here. Alright, so what I wanted... You're gonna focus on harvesting. I don't care if you've got it... You don't have everything planted right now. Focus on harvesting. Get the people fed. Just get them fed. It's, 1, 2... Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... So, Renji... 6, 7, 8, 9... Had 9 die of hunger. That's actually a lot better than I expected. You know, I opened my mouth, and we woke up today with a lot more of them dying. A lot more of them dying. Oh, God. It's still going. Here we go again. Can you guys feed anybody at this point? I like, Jesus Christ. You guys are beavers. Can y'all just like chew on the logs? Please? You might actually survive then. We're down to 53. We're down to 50. Oh God, we were doing so well for so long. Okay, we weren't really doing so well for that long. All right, I'm about to legitimately die repeatedly if I don't get something else going on here. I'm about to rip out the other half of this, I think. And that's going to leave me with only one area producing lumber. But this one, it's one area producing lumber, or I don't have food. Because I'm running out of food every time I turn around. And I literally cannot continue to do that. We're at 31 beavers right now. And they're still starving. Oh my god. See, that's the issue I keep having, is I keep getting it up to the point where it's like, oh yeah, we're doing great. And then it turns around and just fucks me sideways. Alright. Okay, so basic needs, hunger. You know, I probably wouldn't be as mad about it. Alright, so that's... I'm doing something I didn't want to do. I'm running through here and clearing out this whole area. What are you prioritizing? Yeah, you should be harvesting. You should be harvesting more. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Oh, dang. Yeah, mine's been doing that more and more lately, and I don't really know how to feel about it. We're going to pop down right there, and I'm just going to path into it. And then prioritize the ever-loving fuck out of it. So I don't know if you can... I don't think you can see my counter, because it's up in the top right, or top left. Let me do this real quick. And that's going to be flipped that way. So you can see it in the top left now. I had 83 beavers 2 days ago. And the same thing happened again, where I hit a point where all of a sudden I had no workers. Or no, I had no food. They died. They all fucking died. I've lost in the last 2 in-game days 50-something beavers to hunger. Let me see if I can get that farmhouse built real quick. Because that might save my ass. I doubt it at this point. I really doubt it at this point. I'm down to 18 right now. I just need a handful to live. Make sure I still have water coming in. Make sure I still have food growing. Like, the rest of it will come back as it comes back. I think I need to be able to keep like a solid 10 adults, because the kids won't do shit. Okay. Something is fucky here. You're planting. That's what's fucky here. So you can tell your farmhouses if they should prioritize planting or prioritize harvesting. And I guess I've been fucking up and I've been having them prioritize planting. So they're going out and making sure every square that they can possibly affect has something planted on it. The problem is, at the moment, I really need them just gathering food. Because I'm down to 16 adults. Got this whole nice big residential area for them over here, and, you know, not enough of them alive to use anywhere near capacity on it. Trying to make sure they all stay employed. Okay, finally, we have a surplus of food coming in. I swear to fuck. And now what you're going to see is there's going to be a massive population boom. Alright, so these are 3 wide. Damn it. I can work with that. Oh, that's gonna be a... I've heard of that book, but but I've never read it. Now, I did see the Terminator movie, if that counts. I don't think these can hold logs, can they? They cannot. So we will have to put... Yeah, I'm gonna have to tear that down. Just that little 3x3 square. I'm gonna have to put log storage down there because I can only build these on the ground. And at the moment, here in a... Well, I say at the moment. Here in a few minutes, this whole area of ground is going to go away. You know, maybe it's going to take a little longer than I imagined. Pause you. And then you're focused on planting again. Actually, no. Fuck that. Pause you. You open up. You harvest. You plant, and we should be good. Try to store as much water as I possibly can in the next couple of days. So yeah, you get that nice little notice every time you got a drought coming in. So I've got just over 2 days till the next drought. I have 18 adults and 4 children in my colony. Which is so bad compared to what it was. But I need these guys pumping as much as they possibly fucking can. So I am going to give them just a little bit longer before I start doing anything, like, too bad. So they breed like rabbits, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just constant. Why is... Oh, because I don't have any haulers, so they're not being... Okay. Well, I know 1100 should get us through a drought with 23 fucking beavers. Yeah, so my entire goal is to move most, if not all, of my production right up here. Which means I'm going to have to move a bunch of these up here. Like the wheels and... Actually, now that I think about it, let me see. What does it take to go over those? Not that. Okay, so you can't go over the wheels themselves. Then, if you're talking about Scarlet and Violet, I probably will. I have not decided 100% yet. I streamed Sword and Shield. So most likely, yes, I am going to stream Scarlet and Violet. I'm debating at the moment if I want to rip my party from Sword and Shield because I have a semi-competitive team and throw them in Scarlet and Violet and just see what happens because I have a feeling what's going to happen would be chaos. But, I mean, hey, you know, sometimes that's the fun part. Oh, shit. Pause, 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 pause. Alright, we still only got 23. Where is everybody working now? Okay, I'm gonna let them go on the builder's hut. I am going to unpause this one though, because I really do need that. And we're gonna empty out this storage. Yeah, so if for Scarlet and Violet, yeah, I'll stream that. I may not do it right at release. Possibly I'll wait, I don't know, like a couple of weeks after it first drops. My deal is when a game first releases, every streamer wants to play it. And I'm no exception, like I want to play it. But I figured out last time I did a Pokemon game and when I did Cyberpunk that I want to play it and I want to stream it because I want to share, you know, that whole playthrough with people. And to be completely honest, it's a little disheartening. Because you sit there and you play through it and 50,000 other people are playing the same game and streaming it, and it's kind of like you're the one that's not getting any kind of traction off of it. So, yeah, that's my reason. I don't know, it makes sense to me. Do I have anybody in this lumberjack post? I do not. Let's bump you up. That way we've got something coming in. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Like I say things like that, you know, please never understand. I stream because I enjoy it. And that's the reason even, you know, if I sit here by myself and stream, like I'm still going to do it because I enjoy it. But it does get a little... Or well, I guess I haven't dealt with that since I've been on YouTube again. Like, back when I was on Facebook, though, I did deal with it a little bit where it's like, you know, you pour all your time and energy into it, and you're trying to make some, you know, trying to grow, and to see people that just... It seemed like everything worked out perfectly for them. It can get a little disheartening. I actually had to step away for just a moment. I gotta go check on my son. So I'll be back in a second. Ah, come on. Trying to get my little screen up so that I can see the... I do completely get that. And like I say, I probably have an interesting take on it because I did have some measure of success with Facebook. So there's a part of me that would love to get back to that. But there's also a part of me that acknowledges, that was... When I look at my Facebook time, there was a lot of it where I got really, really lucky with timing on several things. And being able to repeat that, like, the odds of it are incredibly low. So it's one of those things that stays out there as a dream in my head, to one day be able to do this as my job. But at the same time, I get to look at it from the perspective of, as long as it's not, I'm doing this because I enjoy it. Because it's fun. I do, and my wife has pointed out, I do get a little cranky if it's been a long time since I've been able to stream or record or do things like that, because there's a lot of it that's just, I want to share, my gaming experience with people. And I think it comes down to having, I use this as my creative outlet. Say what you want about gaming, not, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't see gaming as being creative, but I personally do. Okay, so let me... Can I put these... No? What about these? Also no. Man, I want... So, I'm not going to be able to move those irrigation towers. Like, I'll have to put them on top until I can build these, which is 200 metal. That's going to be fucking expensive. That's what that's going to be. Let's go ahead and crank up the speed. No, I get that. And again, having the history with doing it that I do, I know I look at it differently than a lot of people do. I don't have anything to use the mine. Smelter will go... You need power, so you're gonna have to go up top. I didn't think before I put this down. That gets canceled out. They're supposed to be emptying that storage. Or which is it? Yeah, and a lot of people get hung up on the scheduling thing. Like, oh, I can, I'd only be able to stream late at night, or I'd only be able to stream, at this random obscene time of day. And this is anecdotal, so take that for what it's worth. When I first started, and the most growth I saw in a short amount of time, I was streaming at 2 a.m. Central. And my bulk of my traffic did not come from the US. The bulk of my traffic came from the Philippines. So you can absolutely do it. Like, it's not something that's going to shit, what am I trying to say? Don't let the idea that you wouldn't be able to because of when you're because of your schedule. Don't let that get to you, because you can, and you can do well at it. Like I say, I streamed to the Philippines a lot of times when I was on Facebook, and it worked. Or at least some part of it did. Alright, I need to bring this down. I need to be able to see this level. Go up one. So let me find my box real quick, because I just bought a new mic, and it wasn't like it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't expensive like my old one was. So 1 second. My bad. What I was trying to say, real quick. I had to replace my mic. I think I told you that once in Discord, that I messed up my mic in the move. And I got this one. Razer Siren X, or however you want to say it. Picked it up at Walmart. I like it. It is a little different. It doesn't have... It's missing kind of some of the warm tones that the Yeti had. But it's also substantially cheaper than... I think that one ran me about 80. The Yeti, when I got it, it was a lot more. But it fit on the same boom arm and everything like that. It uses... I don't think this one's USB-C. I know you can get some that are USB-C. Okay. You know what, okay, what are they doing? Give me those 3. That way you guys can start using that at least. I will say, one thing I found is that once you make the move from a headset to a dedicated microphone, it is hard to go back. It's just, they are so much better. Alright. I'm still trying to figure out exactly... I want to make sure I've got this set up enough that I can move everything up and not lose function. So we're gonna set up the grist mill here. Yeah, I didn't think it was bad at all. And again, you know, I've spent a decent chunk on microphones and equipment. This game here is a Timberborn. I want to put you right there. That'll give me a scale of how much water I've got. Oh, I can do that now. We'll delete you. And then in well-being, we'll do a shower. Because that was something they were bitching about last time, and I didn't have a way to fix it. Because I didn't... Yeah. Okay. You know, I would feel worse about it if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, people like fucking Markiplier forget to put themselves up on camera sometimes. It's an easy one to forget. It doesn't seem like it should be, but it is really an easy one to forget. Your what size? So let's go 2 back, 4 across. I completely understand that. But you know, sometimes I go a little dumb. Let's not talk about the things that I did when I learned how to use shortcuts editing. I fucked up a lot. Okay, so I kind of want to do a rooftop terrace, but I don't like the rooftop terraces because they cut off. They cut off your access to some of your or to your rooftop after that. Like I can't make this building any bigger once I do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do it on that one. Gonna do it on this one. And then I think it's gonna be through a double. Okay, I'm gonna slow this down because I gotta figure out exactly how I want to build this little staircase real quick. Because I don't want to close it off to... Shit, no, no, come back. I don't want to close this thing off to anything yet. So I want to do those so that I can put... so that I can put houses on one side. So what if I did... like that, maybe? That'll work. That actually will. Okay. Get that one there, that one, that one. That... That was dumb. Alright, no, okay. I didn't mess that up as bad as I thought I did. I thought I messed the entire arrangement of that up. Okay. That's not so bad. And I bring that in there. So now, at some point, I've got to figure out a way to get power into that. And I think the best way to do it is going to be to delete this. We're going to fill that space in. Going to high prioritize that. Okay, and then for power, I've got the wheels. That's what I got. I hate how well that works. Alright, this produces 50. Each lumber mill requires 50. The gear workshop requires 120. The grist mill needs 60. Okay. So that's 150, 270, 330. So 7 power wheels. That's not going to work there. How much does a windmill produce? 200? And this produces 400. That will do it. Okay. Now I just have to get them over there, which is going to be that. We're going to high prioritize that. And I'm going to let them run for a minute, just doing their thing. We're only up to 27 right now, which is still mind-bogglingly low. I'm turning that into a high priority job. I need builders right now. I am getting rid of this one to permanently free up one. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. And that should produce enough power still to keep everything turning. You're paused for now. I have enough. Okay. So that should produce enough power to keep my entire colony going. I was saying, if I've done this correctly, they're all hooked up to the same power grid. Oh yeah, that I know. I'm not worried about that. Where's my gear workshop? I've still got to find a place for this. Okay, so what I'm going to do there, instead of actually trying it all to fix that, we're going to throw a lodge right there. And I'm just going to put 2 platforms behind it. We're going to put a gear workshop there. I'm going to put that there, which means pathing over. Back to that. I needed... I don't have what I need for that. Okay. So what I'm looking at right now is I've got basically everything set up. I need to get this finished. And that finished. So yeah, once the large warehouse that it's going to sit on is done, the windmill can finish. And at that point, it should start connecting everything into the power grid, which means I'll have power running along that entire block. That's the reason I wanted to set these up here. Because as long as they're connected to the, like, they all share a power source. So the way this is set up, I'll have 3 lumber mills running right here, that my gear workshop here and my grist mill here, and they'll all be and my paper mill. And they should all be operating off the same windmill. If at some point I have trouble and I don't have enough power, I can do something, I don't know, I'll probably do something kind of sketchy and put a windmill like down here. Would that work? Yeah, that would. And that would link directly into the grid. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw another one there. I don't need you running right now. The biggest thing I need finished, like, quickly is this. And it's not going to at the moment because I don't have enough gears. So for the moment, it's going to take in planks and give me gears. But the thing is, once this is done... yeah. Once that's done, I'll be able to... What the hell? I'll be able to come through here and start moving water storage up top. which I think is my next goal. Holds 30, holds 300. Okay, so we are doing good on water. I'm going to shut off a few of these to give me access to more builders. And you go ahead and go out there too. I'm going to shut that down to a handful. You're going to make cattail flour, but you're not going to make it right now. And you pause. What's that? What do you mean it lacks power? Fucking had power. Alright, so you go away. You go away. I can't get rid of you yet. Alrighty. Yeah, like I said, I suggested it's a great game if you like city builders. But, have a good night, Book. Talk to you next time you're around. Alright, let's see. There it is. That windmill's up. Which means I can now go through and delete, delete, delete. And while I'm up here, I've got to do... So I had these. I should have just paused them. But now I'm going to go ahead and set up a fuckload of those. Oh, those two are both on prime real estate, aren't they? So we can get rid of all of this. Come on. Is that really only powering that grist mill? So we can get rid of at least that much of it. Gimme logs. What do you mean you're not generating anything? No, 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 no. Oh yeah, sure, now you have fucking power. How big is that gravity battery? So, if I were to say... Oh shit. No, 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 no. Or we're gonna die. Okay, we have plenty of water. And I have way more than enough of the other shit. So we're gonna start emptying these out as time passes. Alright, so why is it saying... Oh. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do there is I'm gonna do a double path, or a double that goes to that. And then I need to destroy this building. And then path that. Oh no. Oh, I think it just means the output's blocked now. I don't know. I do know that so far they have had hell trying to get that into there, so I'm gonna see if that might help. And then I want to, again, I'm gonna high prioritize this. And that. Because that did destroy a path that they needed. And I also feel like there's... Okay. Yeah, sorry, I need planks at the moment, and I've kind of destroyed everything else I had, so... Come on, come on, come on. Fuck me running, god damn it. Go back to 16-hour days. Yeah, guys, look, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm gonna have to put in a power wheel. I do not see a way around having the wheel. As much as I don't want to have one. No, you know what? Don't set them to low priority like that. But set them to not immediate. Set that. Set that. Do I have anything else that's high priority right now? No. Okay, so I need you to get those two. Because otherwise, I'm about to have beavers die, like, while I have food and water. Y'all are kicking in. Y'all are working until this is fixed. That's what we're doing. Come on. Give me fucking power. Okay, there it is. There it is. Come on. One more plank. One more plank. All right. Now you guys can go back to a 16-hour day. Let them go get food and water. That's going to need a path out. Alright, guys. And I think, honestly, that's going to do it for right now. This is cycle 15. We are 3.5 days into it, or 3.5 days left on a drought. When we come back next time, we should have everything ready. We're going to stock up as much lumber as we can. I'm probably going to strip everything except for... I'm probably going to put levees in right here to keep my water storage that I have. Because I do have to keep water. And I've got so much invested in that water storage that I don't want to... I don't want to lose it. Oh, hey, that's not connected. Yeah, like I said, I've got so much going on that water storage. I don't want to just tear it down. So yeah, I'm probably gonna come back in with levees cut right across here. These, I'm gonna go ahead and kick back on. You're gonna do grilled potatoes. You're gonna do grilled spatterdock. You're gonna go away. You're gonna do cattail crackers. And you're gonna go away. And you're gonna go away. So yeah, that's as I start to tear it down, you can kind of see we are getting really, really close to having everything moved up to this train wreck of a facility I have up top. Yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying Timberborn. It's starting to get interesting and oh fuck me running. I left one pumping. No, everything was fucking working that time. No. That's gonna do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Look forward to seeing everybody next time. Until then, as always, have a wonderful night.